For many, many years, the US dollar has held the position of the world's reserve currency. Of course, right now, it's a very, very tumultuous period that is going on, and we don't know what the future of the dollar is going to be. How long will it continue with that status? But who gave the dollar this status? Who decided that the dollar will become the world's reserve currency? Now, this can be traced back to many, many years. In fact, 1944, when a conference was held in New Hampshire at a place called Bretton Woods. So famously, it is called the Bretton Woods Conference, where some 44 countries had assembled. It was called the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference. 730 delegates from 44 allied nations had gotten together. And what was the objective? This is the phase where the world had moved on to fiat currency. Guys, a currency initially used to be backed by gold. Government would keep aside gold and print money. When you do that, the system is called the gold standard and the currency is called hard currency. But gradually, since the need for money grew faster than the availability of gold, one by one, the countries started exiting the gold standard. So when you print money without the backing of gold, it is called fiat money or it is called soft currency. Now, soft currency is okay for domestic use, but it created problems in international trade. How would the other country trust your currency? Because you have no control over it. You could print as at will. So a meeting was held in 1944, amongst other things, to discuss this problem. At the Bretton Woods Conference, guys, GATT was set up, General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. IMF was born at the Bretton Woods Conference. IBRD, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, was set up at this conference. And of course, how to handle international trade in absence of gold standard was one of the topics on the agenda. And they found that only one country had a lot of gold, and that is the US. There's a place in US called the Fort Knox, which is filled with gold. US already had a lot of gold, and then during the First World War and the Second World War, and in the interim period between First and Second World War, when a lot of reparations were going on, US was selling a lot of arms, doing a lot of reparation work for which they were being paid in gold. Because when there is a war-like situation, nobody trusts your currency. So US already had a lot of gold. They collected huge amounts during this period. End result was there was a lot of gold in the US. So these 44 countries that assembled at the Bretton Woods Conference took a decision that only the US will print against gold and the rest of the world will trade in dollars. That is how the US dollar was given the status of the world's reserve currency. It happened in 1944, but by the time it got implemented, it was well into the 50s. And then the system came into place and it continued. Then the year was 1971. The president of the US was Richard Nixon. Now, guys, Richard Nixon had become president with some difficulty. The first time he lost, then he became president. I'm now talking about 1971, what happened. The Vietnam War was not yet over. Vietnam War, which started in the late 50s, continued well into the 70s. So when a war is going on, countries need a lot of money, but the US has to be careful because if they print money without any controls, it can lead to panic and rest of the world might come rushing back, take our dollars back and give us gold. So they need to be careful. But in the meantime, Richard Nixon's re-election were around the corner. And he didn't want any chance of losing the election. And if you want to win elections, you've got to keep your voting population happy. So you need to give them good roads and infrastructure and airports. Again, you need money. So all his advisors, Mr. Nixon's advisors, told him, listen, you don't print money. That can lead to problems amongst other nations who may want to exchange their dollar holdings for gold. But Mr. Nixon did not want any chance of losing the elections. So in 1971, Mr. Richard Nixon got up and said, even US will not print dollars against gold. They exited the gold standard. What I'm trying to tell you is, guys, since 1971, the dollar has no moral right to be the world's reserve currency. But it continues. Why does it continue? Because there was no alternative in sight. Prior to the dollar, which currency was the world reserve currency? It was the British pound. The British pound lost relevance in about 1913, before the First World War, when they exited the gold standard. But you didn't find a substitute till 1944, Bretton Woods Conference. What I'm saying is, since 1971, the dollar has no moral right, but you still haven't found an alternative. But now it looks like many alternatives are rearing their heads up. There could be multiple currencies which might become reserve currencies. The yuan is a contender. The rupee, to an extent, is. The BRICS might be introducing a currency of their own. So, guys, the near future is going to be very, very interesting for an observer. It could lead to bloodbath in certain cases. What advantage does the US get by being the world's reserve currency? Guys, let's say India wants to spend and we don't have the money. There's a budgetary deficit. The spending is greater than receipts. How do we spend? We can print money. But what can India print? India can print rupees. What can rupees be used for? Domestic spending. But if we want to import, then we need dollars. So where do we get dollars from? If we want to import and spend dollars, then we should also be exporting and earning dollars. But what if our exports fall short of imports? If you still want to import now, you'll have to buy dollars from the open market by selling rupees. So you're creating a demand for dollars by creating a supply of rupees. So the dollar becomes stronger, the rupee becomes weaker, etc., etc. The advantage that US has, it is allowed to print dollars. That means the currency that is required for domestic spending as well as for international spending, it gives them unlimited power. One fine day, if they lose the status of world reserve currency, there can be severe problems. I shudder to think what will happen if and when they lose the status of world reserve currency. But the best part is the whole world kept them propped up. Why? Because US has been running deficits for many, many years. What does a deficit mean? Trade deficit. Their imports exceed exports. The last I saw was they were importing every day more than they were exporting, goods worth about $3 billion plus. The annual negative balance of trade was in excess of $1 trillion. Is currency leaving the US or entering the US? It should be leaving. Funnily, it enters. How does that happen? Guys, when US imports goods from China, from Japan, from India, what currency do they pay in? Dollars. But what does Japan have to do with dollars? What does China have to do with dollars? What do we do with dollars? Our currency is rupee. China needs yuan. Japan needs yen. So when all these countries earn in dollars and dollar is legal tender only in the US, they take it back to the US and invest in US. So the currency comes back. Consequently, guys, not too long back, well over $1 trillion worth of treasury bonds were held by China. A large segment of the US real estate assets are held by Japan. India invests sovereign funds in the US. So as a result, nobody wants the dollar to collapse. Because if the dollar collapses, guys, not only America will suffer, China will suffer, Japan will suffer, India will suffer. So everyone keep them propped up. But things are changing. China systematically started liquidating its treasury holdings. They have already come down to some $700 plus billion from well over $1 trillion. India has started liquidating and converting much of its reserves into gold and so on. So guys, the near future is going to be very interesting to watch. Let's see what the future holds. Let's wait and watch which currency will now become the world's reserve currency in the future.